Hold on, I gotta. All right, let's see. Okay, we should be live now. Let me check. Yep, perfect. All right. So give it a minute while people join. I'm gonna just step away really quick. Go grab my phone so I can see who is talking to us. Okay. All right. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? As you come on, please announce or say hello and let me know what you are drinking today. What are you drinking? Let me know what you are drinking today. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Heather. Nice to have you on. And yes, we have Alto with this way. Gotta get my hand right. This is gonna be fun. All right, drinking water. Lots of water today. Lots of water today. Hey, Lacaria. All right, perfect. That I can see on my phone. I can see people's names. Hello, hello. Hi. Tell me what's going on as you come on and let me know what you are drinking. And I am not by myself today. We've got Alto Edwards. I got to do that right. He has the right hand. Alto Edwards coming on with me today. Hello, hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Veronica. Hey, Anjanette. Hey, Victoria. Nice to have you guys on. Some other people who have on, but they haven't announced, so I will not call them out. All right. Okay, so water, that's what I'm drinking with a touch of, what did I just pick? Raspberry lemonade. Hi, Alicia. All right, you're drinking coffee. Hopefully there is no one in the path of, is it Sally? Is that who our current storm is? Is it Sally?
Yep.
Yeah, so is she hitting, did I hear the East Coast? Or is she hitting back in the same area that she hit, Laura hit?
I heard it's coming up the Gulf Coast.
Gulf Coast? Okay.
Yep. Up through Alabama and whatnot.
Alabama, that's what it was. I knew it was. It's nowhere near Maryland, but I am geographically challenged. So, key, water, you're like, Maryland Sunday is nowhere near Alabama. Dia, nice to have you on. Patricia, Victoria, Alicia, Alicia. Hopefully, I've said your name right. Nice to have you ladies on. We are blessed to have a guest speaker. I love when guest speakers come on because that means the pressure is not all on me to fill the hour. So Alto is gracious enough to join me today. And we are going to up a level with Alto. She is one of my amazing clients inside of Travel Passion to Profit. And I have invited her to join us today to talk some juicy stuff about what's going on in her business and how she is up-leveling her travel business. But before we get started, what I want to do is say thank you for those people who are joining live. And for those who are new to me, my name is Sunday Gardner. I am your online travel boss. I come to you every Wednesday night here talking all things launching, marketing, and operating a successful travel business. If you are old to me, thank you for joining me every single week as you most do. I am very grateful for each and one of you that have taken your Wednesday to come on and spend, 45 minutes to an hour with me learning about how we all can be better at this thing called entrepreneurship. So, Alto is here. This is how we're going to do today. We're going to ask some questions. I'm going to ask, not we, I guess me. I'm going to ask Alto some questions. We're going to have some fun. And at the end, I'm going to do a Q&A. And if you guys have some burning questions about her business or ideas about concepts that we talked about, feel free to put them in the chat and I will pull them across and we will answer them at the end. Alto, are you ready to get started?
I'm ready.
All right. I want to say before we get started, Alto, along with our students inside of the inner circle, are participating in a challenge the entire month of September, and they are coming up. What is it? It's showing up and showing out the entire month of September. And so I just love your background because every time you go live, I see you've got a different background. I want to start with the background. Like, what's the theme for the background, and how does that all tie in?
Okay, so I don't have a fancy office like you, Sunday, so I have to improvise.
So I have to tell you a secret. My office is my converted formal dining room. So it is, because we are not formal. We are about the least formal people I know. And so when we moved here, I was like, you know what? I gave my husband the office. So that's his man cave. And I was like, I get this whole space to myself. I took like this entire living room area and it's mine, but it's a horrible office because people come in, the boys come in, my husband comes in, and they're loud as hell. And so every time they come in, I like shoot them a real evil look. I'm like, I'm going live. So anyway, I digress.
Yeah. I plan on actually have a similar plan with our dining room because we don't use it. It's like a junk space. So I'm like, we're staying at home. I'm never going back to the office again. So this is gonna be my office, but that may not happen anytime soon. But because of that, I just kind of perch on my bed, and this is my background.
But you are on your bed. That is ingenious.
Yes. And then, like on my Motivation Mondays, I've got this throw blanket and it says be still and know. And so I put that up for my Motivation Monday. I've got another one that I'm going to put up there. So I just got, different backgrounds depending on. But this is just my everyday. I'm going live background, nothing special. I need one that has
like I see like
it
you have
is.
a pattern every day. Like it is cool. It is special. That's now your stick.
Yeah, I've got like this picture I've got to put up. I have this friend that makes pictures for me, so I've got to put it up. She's my warrior chick, and so I got to put her up there. So she'll be back there soon, before the end of the month.
I love that warrior chick. All right, so let's start with question number one. Tell me how long you've been in the travel business, and where were you before you and I met in your business?
Actually, since January of 2020 is when I restarted, because I know if you remember, I know you probably talked to a few people since me, but back in my 20s, early 30s, before the internet was like a thing, I was like, yeah, I want to be a travel agent, da-da-da. But I don't know a lot of people. So, back then it was like you had to know people, you had to network, you had to da-da-da-da-da, and I just couldn't get it up and running. Now I'm older, wiser. There's the internet. And I'm a little more bolder, as far as like talking to people. So I was like, all right, let's get this thing started again. And, joined a host agency in January. And while the training is good, so it teaches you, all the things you need to know about booking and da-da-da-da-da, but the marketing piece isn't really there like I would want it to be. So I was like, all right, I need to find something. And here we are 9 months later.
Yeah. So you are unique, as many people who are watching may be also unique, because you decided to jump and start a business and then COVID hit. Right? So you started in January, COVID hits in March, and you were thinking what when COVID hit? I know many people are like, oh my God, I made the most horrible mistake. So what made you pursue, because we didn't meet until May, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what made you not like be like, fuck that? I'm like, this is some BS. Like what made you keep pushing forward?
Because I'm invested in it. You know what I'm saying? I don't, I've got 3 kids. My oldest is 20. My baby is 12. Eventually they'll be, before I'm going to blink and they'll all be gone. And I don't want to be the one that's still plugging along, going to a 9 to 5, punching the time clock. I want to be in charge of my own time, in charge of my income, in charge of my destiny, as opposed to letting somebody else make that decision for me. Because we all know when we're working for somebody else, we could go to work and the lights will be off. No notification. We've all seen those stories about somebody went to work and the lights are off and they didn't get their last paycheck and etc. So, my goal is to, like I told you, just get out the matrix. Get out the matrix. I want to be able to just travel. And if you have your own business, especially a travel business, why not travel while you're booking travel for other people?
For other people. That's right. That's right. I love it. I love it. All right. So, you were already introduced to the travel business in January. You already kind of knew about it because you had tried it before. You decided to pull the trigger in January, and then we have the biggest hit to the industry ever known to man. You decide to keep pushing forward because you're like, I'm gonna look up my kids. I've been saying for the last couple, every counting down my kid's sentence. I got 5 years left on my kid's sentence, and I'm gonna look up, and that time's gonna fly by because right now, 5 year sentence has started. I got one in high school and one in 8th grade. So similarly, so now you jumped, you're in it, and you're like, I'm in it to win it. And then you said the host agency information was good, but it didn't really give you the marketing step. So what was the main thing that you were looking for before you joined the program?
A way to really grow my business. Outside of needing to know a million billion people. You know what I'm saying? I'm a soccer mom. And yeah, I know those people, right? But they're generally Expedia customers. You know what I'm saying? They plan their own trips. They don't want a travel agent. I don't want to have to sell myself that hard to people that I have to see 3 times a week. It falls flat. I would rather I want to build this business online, and you are the online travel boss. If you can't show me how to build this business online, then I don't know who can. Ideally, I want to be able to work this business without having to put myself in a situation where I can alienate the people that I know. They're my friends, they're my family. I want to keep them that way. I want my clients to be my clients. And if I have clients that become family, all the more better. But I don't want to start in that route. I want to end up in that route.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so you decided to jump with me in May, right? We started a client attraction system in May. So we've kind of combined client attraction and now it's called Travel Passion to Profit. I think someone says that we're freezing. So hopefully you guys can see us okay before I go. All right. Give me some love if you guys can still see us. I don't see us freezing on my phone. But I also don't see that message too on my phone. So I may be lagging. All right, write in the comments if you guys can hear us. If you can hear us and still see us. All right, I'm getting some. All right, good. Okay, it says it's fine. All right, so you decided to jump in May, join us in client attraction system, and the objective of that system is twofold. The initial objective was to build you a sales funnel. So talk to me about your experience building your sales funnel. How has that been for you?
It's fun. It is definitely fun. I'm a techie, so anything new that I learn that I have to get into some new software, get into a new program, learn something new is great. And just, it also teaches you how to figure out who your ideal client is. So, figuring out your niche, figuring out your micro niche, and then taking that and turning it into, okay, this is my niche, this is my micro niche. How do I make sure that the clients that I'm attracting would be interested in what I'm trying to go put across here? So, it takes a lot of thinking. I see where some people could like shy away from it, but because they may want it to come easy. But once you figure out your niche and your micro niche, that's it. That's really it. And then it's a matter of just plugging in the numbers, playing with the numbers, and going with what works instead of trying to reinvent the wheel.
And you've said something I think is really key is that once you make that big step and you figure that out, then everything else is just mechanical, or it just sort of falls into place, because that's probably the hardest thing for people to do, is get around the fact that it's not even just the niche, but it's who you're going to serve or that you want to serve. Do you feel like you know who it is? Tell us. I know, but the people who are on don't know. What did you decide? Who is it? What is your niche, and what did you decide?
Okay, so my niche is Mexico and Caribbean all-inclusive resorts. My micro niche are adults who are looking to travel without their kids, whether they are couples, single parents, whatever, adults who are looking to travel without their kids. And I picked that niche because basically that's me. I've got these kids. I've had them since I was 23. I'm tired of traveling with them. It's time for them to stay home by themselves, and I need to go out and be an adult. So it's easier to find a niche, a micro niche, when you're basically catering to yourself. What do you want? What is the thing that you desire the most? If you know what you want, then it's easy to, figure out what type of person also wants what you want. So
that's right. That's right. So I love it. So the name of your group is Traveling Without Your Kids. And I remember when you told me that, I bust out laughing, because I was like, that's so me. Like, I totally want to be that, that traveler without kids. So I love the name, and I love your connection inside of your group and how you're connecting with your community. And I think that's great. So let's talk about content. So now you've got this group that's built around this audience, right? So talk to me about what you learned about building content for your group.
Okay, so building content, you kind of gave us some hints about things that we could talk about, especially during this visibility challenge. And so what I tried to do was gear it towards the group, what the group is about, right? So traveling without the kids, and say, we've got motivational stuff, we've got travel tips, we've got what's going on in the industry type talks, and all of that is geared towards the people that are in my group, my ideal clients, right? So if I want moms and dads to feel okay with traveling without their kids, to not have that guilt feelings. So let's have a talk one day about why you shouldn't feel guilty about traveling without your kids. How it's actually not only beneficial for you, but it can be beneficial for the kids as well. So anything that I talk about, I try to tie it into that one thing of basically, it's okay that you want to travel without your kids. They won't hate you for it. Matter of fact, they probably want you to leave because they're tired of looking at you. So
I love that. I think you did a post a couple of days, maybe it was last week, about the fact that if you've got somebody, like, they probably want to go. They don't want to, they're like, bye. Right? So
bye, mom. Get out of here. Go. Grandma's gonna buy us pizza every day or whatever. So so that's really the ongoing theme, and then inside of that, just with all the COVID stuff going on, just trying to give tips to let people know, if you feel safe enough to travel, if you feel like you want to go, then you can go. You don't have to wait until everything clears up completely, because there are places that we can definitely go and still be safe. So
Yep. So that's good. All right. So then this is a little off topic, or not off topic, but off script. Is we what's great about Alto is that we have class. We were at the beginning. We had class every week. I met with the students every week, and Alto showed up every single week. But she was in her car, right? She was in her car. She was driving the kids to some place, and so this is how I knew like she was the perfect student, because she showed up every single week. She's in the car, right? She's got me. I can see her driving, and she's doing her thing. And so I know that you weren't able to keep up with the pace just because of your schedule or whatever. But do you feel like you're on track now? Like, how do you feel now about where you are in the execution and implementation of the things that you've learned?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The good thing about it is it's not, you can get behind, but you can't stay behind. Like as long as you're working it, you're not gonna stay behind. Sunday you're gonna check in. You're gonna, hey, how is it going with the whatever the topic was of that week.
Yes.
And then you motivate us to kind of keep going, and then and then like it'll be little things like, oh, for today's class we're gonna have someone show up, show us their group or show us their implementation. So people that are behind are like, wait, I want to do that. So you kind of like try to catch up with the work. But now, I mean, I caught up like right before everybody launched everything. So now I'm there. I'm waiting for the new funnel to start. So, I'm all caught up. I'm ready to go.
Are you there? You there, Alto?
I see you now.
Okay.
Yep, I'm here.
I don't know if we are. Are we still live? I think I'm the only one that dropped off. I don't think you dropped off.
Oh, yay, they heard the end of my story.
Good. So I'm going to watch your play to see what you said. Gotta love technology, right? I'm on my hotspot. All right, so perfect. Okay, so I'm going to pick up and we're going to talk about something new then. Okay, so you're inside, right? And I know we were talking about you. You can't really get behind, which I always tell you guys, don't think about it, because you all are running your own race, right? And it's really not a race, it's a marathon. It's not something you should be judging yourself against other people. So I know that you finished that story well. So let's talk about the next one, which is before I get to the last question is because we're about to do a major change to the funnel this weekend. And so, because I was just talking to somebody the other day and they were like, I don't want to get in him and I don't have any support. Like, how have you felt the support has been, and how do you feel about your ability to get things done in an area that wasn't your superpower, marketing?
Oh my God, Sunday, you're like my best friend. I love Sunday.
Oh,
no, Sunday pours into you. Like when you're in her classes, when you're part of her group, she gives you everything that you need to be successful. You can inbox her when you need to. You can post on the group page when you need to.
Don't say that. You cannot inbox me. We are a group session. There is no inboxing. Don't say that.
Don't inbox Sunday. Don't inbox her. Post on the group page. Because she'll actually tell you to post on the group page. So we are in a group. Post on the group page. She's definitely gonna make sure that you have the information that you need.
I'm gonna have you guest speaker again because you just make me so goofy. So I love it. All right. So the one thing I will end it with this is asking, what would you tell somebody who is either on the fence or thinking about joining? What would you tell them?
Do it, and because it's an investment in you. If it's something that you really, really want to do, if you're serious about getting your business up and running, do it. It is worth it. You will feel 100% more confident by the time you get done. I promise. I put my stamp of approval on it.
Also, I appreciate that. Not a paid message, so I do appreciate you coming on. So what I want to do now is I want to take any questions that you guys have about launching your business, any questions that you have for Alto about what she's experienced, what she's going on in her business. At a high level, I'll kind of just give you a synopsis of what we've been doing it's been over 8 weeks now. It's been probably close to 12 weeks now that we've been working together. And what we did inside of this program with the students that started with Alto and subsequent students is do two things. We built a funnel. And for those who are new to marketing, you may be like, well, what's a funnel? A funnel is simply a way for you to attract strangers into your business without having to know them. So strangers is the objective. Alto said she wants a way. She doesn't have a big circle. She doesn't want to burn her friends and family circle. So she needed a way to attract strangers to her in her pajamas and on her bed with that amazing background, right? So we created that for her. So she's got people and she's growing her group. And she is now generating leads on autopilot. And that's the major objective of that funnel. Second major objective of the group of the program is to ensure that you have a solid foundation in your travel business, that you have what I call the non-sexy stuff done, your terms and conditions. You have a process by which you're going to onboard your clients, take quotes, how you're going to book, what fees you're going to charge, all of that sort of non-sexy stuff that's required for success. So that's our second objective. So right now, what we're really focused on in the program, and even if you start after Alto, right now we're in the middle of doing a challenge, because the scariest thing for most people who are new to this business or any business is showing up through video. So I've challenged the students through the entire month of giving them some great incentives. And they have each of them showed up in an amazing way, better and bigger than I had ever thought that you could. And so I just want to tell you again, Alto, I think you're doing a great job. There's some other clients that are on the inside of this live, and you guys are doing a phenomenal job showing up in your business each and every day. Every time I think about it, I just want to cry a little bit, because you guys are just You're like showing them. I watch all of your videos every day, and you guys are just doing a phenomenal job. So, all right. So enough of that because I really will start crying. So the next group starts. We have ongoing enrollment. And if you're interested in getting in on the fun and up leveling your business, all you need to do is put in the comments up level, and one of my client specialists will reach out to you and we'll talk to you about seeing if this program is right for you. So just put up level in the comments and someone will reach out to you tonight or tomorrow. For those who have other questions, so next group is starting. We have ongoing enrollment. So how it works is you enroll in the program. You get to go at your own pace. You'll join an orientation. I'll walk you through the program. And then you will start, I'll give you some direction in terms of where you should start. Should you start an operation? Should you start in a sales funnel? I'll give you that recommendation. You'll start, and then you get to come inside of our inner circle. So Alto, let's talk about the inner circle. I didn't tell you we were going to talk about the inner circle, but I think it's an important thing to talk about because that's where some of the fun happens, right? You get to learn all this stuff on your own, but the inner circle is what you're doing every single week. So how are you enjoying the inner circle?
The inner circle is great. It's great. Because it goes outside of just the teaching of the marketing portion. It's like you've got your own little family there, and we have what can I say and what can I say? we still have calls every week, implementation calls where we're learning. Sunday does tech support for us. So if we can't get something to work, she'll get down in there with us and try to figure out what's going on. So again, I mean, she just pours into us. She gives us. Oh man, Sunday is great. I just can't, and I'm telling you, I am just very happy that I came across her ad. Just very happy. But the inner circle is great. We've built our own little community there. We're in each other's groups. We support each other when we go live for this challenge. We support each other in our individual groups. And then, the cool thing is, we're all travel agents, but we may not necessarily want to plan our own travel. What if there's a travel agent that has a group that has what we need, right? So, it's like built-in networking.
It's great. And you just did something because Sandra, she's in our group as well, and she's a wedding destination specialist. And I met with her, and she's planning my renewal vows for next year. So, yes, absolutely. And we'll be planning some fam life trips is what I'm calling them. So I think somebody said that they don't know what program we're referring to. And so the name of the program is called Travel Passion to Profit. And again, it has two objectives. It's to get the operational part of your business up and running. And if you already are in business, it's to ensure that you've got all of those things you need for success built out properly. And then the second part is to ensure that you've got a sales funnel in place so that you are attracting strangers to your business on a consistent basis and you're making money off of that process. So so somebody says they've got a 10-month grandbaby. Oh, that's Veronica. So Veronica just signed up. She's a new client. So I'm excited to have her inside. We got some people who set up levels, so we will be reaching out to you. If you have any other questions, feel free to just put them in and we'll stay on just for a couple more minutes and then take any more questions. But what Alto is saying in terms of the inner circle, so we have the core curriculum that we offer, and then at least to the end of the year, I'm offering elective courses 2 times a week in the space of content and relationship building and business operations. So this is above and beyond what's in the core curriculum. And the students and inside of the community are really driving the content that they want to learn about. So whatever, I've got a, because I am A-type, I do have a list of things I will teach, but we'll change that up based on whatever everybody wants to learn about. So I'm super excited to be a part of your business growth, Alto, and every single one of the students that are inside of it. We've got a lot left to do. We've got to plan for Black Friday coming up. We've got Christmas and New Year's that we've got, and there's been some interest in some specific training that we'll probably throw in there right before the end of the year. But I love this group. I love the group that I'm currently in, but this is not the group that I pour 120% into. Although I give you guys a lot, Alto's giving you a little sneak peek of what you get inside of the inner circle, which is a whole hell of a lot more than what I'm doing on Wednesday night. So if you, like I said, if you're interested in joining the program or would like to be considered for the program, just put up level. Someone will contact you. And if there are no more questions, I'll let you get back to being amazing, Alto. But let's see if there's just a couple more questions because there's a little bit of a lag. Becky says she needs the Susie. You're welcome. Look forward to talking to you. Let's see if there's anything else I missed. All right. So Heather, you asked about next program. Monica, next class. Put up level, and if this is something that you're ready to do or want to find out about, like I said, one of our client specialists will reach out to you. All right, perfect. So Sandra, thank you. You are also thebomb.com, each one of the students that are inside of the group, because I am telling you, if you want to know like some examples of like how to show up inside for your community, like you need to join some of these ladies groups. They've got specialty all over the spectrum. We've got Alto, who's specializing in travel parents without their kids. I've got another student who's specializing in single parents travel. Another one who's specializing in senior travel. A couple of students who are specializing in senior travel. Just a myriad of different things. And I believe that they're each having a great time in their community. Are you having a good time in your community?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right? That's good. And so I know that we just got your ads up and you were starting to get some responses. And so once we make this change, we'll be hitting at that hard and heavy. So
I'm excited.
Yes, I'm excited too. So Phyllis, she's one of our students too. So she says that she's glad that she joined the inner circle. Super glad to have you here with us as well. Sandra's in. So if there's no more questions, I'll let you go. If you catch this in the replay, do not forget to push #replay. For those, again, who are new to me, I'm super glad that you joined us today. Next week, we'll be talking about some other amazing topic about being a travel business owner, launching, marketing, and operating a successful travel business. Thank you again. I appreciate you. And for the people who show up every single week, thank you for your time. So grateful for you in this community, and then also obviously my inner circle community. You all have a great evening, and we shall talk soon. Bye.
Bye.